Here we go. Okay, I'm at the Sechelt-Dakota Road. If you watched my first test ride of my off-road on the Himalayan, I came up here and I dropped the bike right there. I now have better tires, and I hope I've practiced a bit. And so let's go up here and work our way up the hill. I'm hoping to go all the way through today to the B&K Forest Service Road. That requires a water crossing, and when I went up in March, that water was actually icy. It was kind of frozen, and today it shouldn't be frozen. I'm hoping that it's not too high, so that could be a problem. So let's see what we can do here. Whoa. There's been either a lot of erosion or a lot of traffic, because this doesn't look anywhere near as steep as it was, as challenging when I came through before. I mean, the next section up above is, yes, but oh no, it's here where the problem is. Oh, that's where I go into neutral by accident. Now I'm in the ditch. I still think that something's happened that has made it a little smoother. Okay, so that was supposed to be the hard part. I'm thinking about all the bits and things I've been training on. Now I'm going to Gold River next weekend for the off-road rally, the roadbook rally. So this is my last chance. I'm trying out some of the camera settings. Adjusted my levers. And some of these little dips can be quite sharp, so I'm going to be careful as I hit them. It looks like there's been a bit of a slide here. That doesn't count as a water crossing. I have my Android phone mounted where I usually have my Garmin, and I have the route mapped into Onyx, even though I know this route pretty well. I've only done this route through one time. I did it on the Africa Twin the day after I bought it, which was really a little more than I was comfortable with. Oh, okay. There's some sinkholes here. Be careful of that. Right, and here's where the big slide was, but so many people have come through here since then. It's really been managed. And I think they've even had some heavy equipment in here. And so far so good. Probably did some maintenance on the pipeline that runs along here. That's why they have to keep the road open. But watch those sinkholes, they're all over the place. I'm feeling a little bit of mist. So what's my elevation now? Elevation is now 370. Okay, well, I go up to 600 or so. So this is where it gets quite rocky. Okay, a little more in control here, a little more. There's been a little more erosion since the last time I was through here. Okay. This is where I stopped a little bit before. Oh, look, there's been a tree down here. Okay, yeah, so right here, that's where the pipeline goes. Oh, some people are going right through there too. Interesting. Alright, here we go. First water crossing. I walked this the last time. It was in the snow. And here's the second water crossing. Oh, look at that. That is... It's steep in and out. That's the real challenge. Let's take a look. Steep in and out, but not the water part. Not the water part. Okay, so look at that. Hey? That is very beautiful, and not that. Yeah, this is steeper than that. It's coming down. What do you think? It looks better looking up than it does looking down. I think sticking to this side is going to be a little bit better. I'm going to have to get through that. Looks like people have done it both ways. I'm taking it easy going down here. Okay. I'm glad it's not deep. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Whoa! Oh yeah, I remember this. It's a little bit of a... Yeah. That's where I dropped my Africa Twin the first time, going the other direction. But only because I parked it to go look at the water crossing, and then I didn't know that it would go into neutral and then be able to roll forward. Now there's a few tricky bits in between here and the B&K, but I've ridden it on a couple of different bikes. Okay, so if you were coming along that pipeline, you could come out here. I think the one that goes off to the right there gets pretty sketchy before you come back to a regular road. Yeah. So I'll be riding stuff like this next week in Gold River. Not a lot of it, but there are places that are similar to this. You know, these are BC logging roads that have been not maintained for quite a long time. Oh. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good, yep. You going all the way through?
Yeah, this goes to Port Mellon, right?
Goes to Port Mellon, yeah.
Cool, yeah.
There's a little water crossing up ahead.
Okay.
It's kind of steep, but there's hardly any water.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, this is our first time coming through this way. We're just exploring. So.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah, right on.
All right, take care. See, it tends to get, I think, a little bit more passable along this stretch. Get more traffic. Water in my boot on that one. Okay, that was water in my boot. And there's a hole in the bridge. Here we go. I think this is the turn. Yeah. Now that's interesting because it looks like that's the main road. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I know exactly. I missed that turn off. This is the B&K. I'm sure. Looks familiar. This is pretty loose in places. And then you get this hairpin turn. Turn with your feet. Oh yeah. See, I've been practicing that. That was way better than many times I've come up here. Okay, just keep my weight forward. Arms out. And I am on my way. Yeah, so I feel pretty confident heading into Gold River. All right, so yeah, that's a nice little ride. I mean, no problems with traction. No problems with really bottoming out. Went through quite a few big dips. Felt in control 99% of the time.